We have the postgame press conference following Hampton's 82-61 victory over North Carolina A&T. We'll open with a statement from Coach Thomas.
Again, I'd like to thank our administration continue to build a superior home court atmosphere. Again, it was a great in there tonight. Our marketing department, Greek night, and it was just a tremendous atmosphere with the band, with the students that came out. Had some students get on the bus and come over to the game. So we just continue to build a tremendous atmosphere that we want to establish here at Hampton, and that definitely helped us lead us into another home victory for the year. So we can't do it without our administration, without our student body, without everybody behind us. And so they helped us overcome a rough start. And once we got the game even, we didn't look back. And so I was extremely proud of my guys in terms of their ability to sustain success. Once they caught up after getting in, I believe, a 8-0 deficit, and then we tied it up, and then we didn't look back. So I was extremely proud of the young men. You know, we put in a great week of work, and guys got better this week, and I was hoping that we would perform well, and we did.
Coach, you came up against one of the best offenses in the CAA. They've been averaging 77 points per game. They scored only 61, which is 16 under their average in the league. And by the same token, we've been averaging 16 points fewer than what we scored today. So it was a kind of a battle against their offense versus our defense. And it seemed like Hampton's offense and defense both won.
Well, we're going to rest our head on defense always, and when we're not defending, then that's a problem. But our offense is going to come. Where teams are sagging on us, but our offense is going to come. We're a good offensive team, and when we're playing with pace like we did tonight, we did take. We don't like to get up to 26 threes, that many, but they were good looks. They were wide open looks, but we played with pace. And that's the thing that we've been working on in practice. And we've been scoring some points of late. We scored, I can't think how many we scored at Charleston, but we scored some points there. So we're capable of scoring, but we're always going to lean our head on defensive end. Again, I was pleased with the way our guys defended, and we out-rebounded them. We got to the free throw line quite a bit as well. And so that's always kind of our mantra in terms of we want to get to the free throw line more than the other team. I would have liked to see it be in the 20s, but can't be too greedy. My team performed well.
Jalyke, you came off the bench today, but you ended up playing almost 35 minutes more than anyone else. Scored 24 points, 1 point short of your career high. Were you getting a lot of open looks, or what happened tonight?
Yeah, I feel like the film and practice, we read the defense, and I took what the defense gave me.
I noticed you also went 7 for 9 on the free throw line. You go to the free throw line a lot when you're driving. Is this something you're looking to do tonight?
Coach been helping since the beginning of the season to drive the ball and will our way into the paint, and that's what we did.
And then on the defensive end, Daniel, you came within 1 point of a double-double. You had 10 rebounds and 9 points, also had 2 blocked shots. Hampton had 8 blocked shots in the game, which is pretty amazing. Also scored off of turnover, scored 16 points. Let's talk a little bit about the defense.
I feel like we were just locked in as a team. We locked into our scout that the coaches gave us, a really good scout. We knew what the team wanted to do. So we just tried to take it away as much as possible.
Coach, the bench scored 57 of the 82 points. Got a lot of people, almost everybody in the lineup tonight, but you're looking to continue to count on your bench?
That's what they're there for. That's what we give them a scholarship for. So, I'm just a big believer in they own the team. Their numbers called, produce. That keeps everybody bought in. They come to practice every day. They got to have the anticipation of playing. And so that's just kind of always been my motto wherever I've been. I don't care if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Come in if your number is called and produce somehow, some way. I just think that helps create buy-in and opportunity for everybody. So we don't necessarily have a solidified rotation. If you're on the team, you might be rotated in, and that's what you're on the team for.
One thing you talk about in every press conference, and as I was mentioning today, is turnovers. We had 4.
Yes, indeed. That's an improvement. If we take care of the ball, I think we could be a pretty good team. I think, I credit my point guard here to my left, and so I'm hard on this young man, and he's getting better. I still want him to talk more, but he definitely took care of the ball tonight. And when he does that, playing with pace, he's one of the better guards in this conference. And we're going to get there. We're going to just continue to get better and better. I can't give enough credit to our preparation this week, and then the atmosphere that was created. That always helps us play better, helps anybody play better when you have an intimidating environment. And I need all of these fans to come back here on Thursday and then again on Saturday, so that we can continue to make this forward push as being one of the teams that get it done at home.
And you mentioned the atmosphere. Had a crowd of just under 5,000 for the game, which is by far the biggest crowd of the season. Obviously, they were into it too. Got off to a slow start, but once things started rolling, the crowd really got into it. The band was really into it, but it really created a fun atmosphere for the game.
It definitely created an intimidating atmosphere, which, again, when we took over the job, and A.D. Henderson, President Williams, that's the one thing that they said we wanted to create an atmosphere where teams don't walk in here and think they're just going to walk out of here unbruised, unscathed, and get a W. So I'm loving the atmosphere that we're creating. I'm liking how teams come in here and they know they're in for a dogfight when they come into Hampton University program now. They understand that we're definitely gonna be physical, and then now we got a rowdy bunch of fans on top of them. So you got to deal with the fight on the court, and you got to deal with the fight off the court. So serves for a pretty good home court advantage that we're starting to create here at Hampton.
That was the 10th home game victory in a row going back to last season.
I'm not counting. I'm just one at a time.
Coach, the team got down 11 after the first 7 minutes of the first half. Last 13, you guys outscored them by 20. It just seemed like your team was unfazed tonight by maybe the hot shooting bang to start. Where does the credit go to that?
The credit goes to them, our mental toughness. You guys probably don't hear half the stuff that's said to them in the huddle. So I know it doesn't faze them to get down. They know they're going to hear about it, and then they're going to fight back and get back into it. The one thing, we're going to always stay in the fight. We're never going to get out of the fight. Some of the things that we can control, not getting down, coming out with more intensity, our defensive effort, not coming out that way. But we're always going to fight back. It's just the nature of who we are. You can dent us, you can bend us, but you can never break us. We're going to stay in the fight to the end. And every game, especially, at home, but on the road, we've been in the same boat. We get down 10 against Charleston. We fought back, got down 11 against Charleston in the second half, tied the game up. Hampton, we're going to fight. We're going to fight. And so that's just part of our DNA. We would like not to get down. And so we're still working on that. We're still maturing as a group, getting to know each other as a group. I think we just got to communicate a lot more. And once we get that down packed, watch out, I think we can just be a really good team. I just think we just got a lot of good pieces, a lot of good young men. They put up with me in practice, and so they're getting better.
Jalyke, you guys have had a bunch of injuries kind of lately, people going in and out of the lineup. No Christian tonight, but you guys got Josh back. But we touched on it earlier, 17 assists, only 4 turnovers. Can you talk about just the team's chemistry that, no matter who's playing, you guys are able to really, mesh well with each other?
It's all Coach West harps on next man up, and one thing we harp on is play for your teammate, play for your brother. So when one guy goes down, we want to play for them because we want them to be out there, but they can't. So support them as much as possible.
And DJ, you've been one of the players that has been playing most of the season, and year 2 here at Hampton. Do you feel like you've really taken on more of a leadership role to kind of help, be a steady rock for people? Even that the early deficit, you hit a couple big shots to kind of get the team back into it and really get things rolling.
I feel like this year especially, we have a really great group of guys that we have so many people that can step up as leaders. So I feel like I definitely feel like I stepped up as a leader this year, but I feel like my entire team's is behind me with that, and we help lead each other in the right direction.
And a question for Coach, maybe for everybody too. I don't know about your previous stops, but could you maybe talk a little about, this is your first home game at Hampton playing on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, just kind of what this night means to you, the program, university.
It means a great deal. I don't know if it's our first night. I think we did. Didn't we play last year? We played on the same night.
On the road, right?
No, we were home. Yeah, this is a great opportunity. I preach to my guys. I always feel like I'm carrying a torch from my family. Definitely carrying a torch from his legacy, and I think it's our opportunity to showcase, his excellence and the sacrifice that he made. Allowing us the opportunity to play a game that we love. I think he always said, do whatever you do to the best of your ability. And, we found a way to make an impact playing on his day, paying homage to him, the sacrifices that he made. None of this would be possible without his life, without his sacrifice, without, the things that he did. All of this is made possible because the sacrifices and the movement. And so we don't take it for light. I definitely don't take it for light. I know my young men don't either. We like to say, today's talk was, we won't complain. We'll just take action. And, that's definitely one of Dr. King's, take action. So we that was the talk in pregame. We're not going to complain about nothing. We're just going to take action and take our the responsibility of what we need to accomplish in this home game today. So it's a tremendous honor to be on CBS, for them showcasing this game, allowing, the nation to see 2 HBCUs compete at a high level in the CAA. And I thought they saw a good fight tonight from both teams and gave us an opportunity to celebrate MLK on his birthday.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.